Week 6, Cavalier fans, welcome to Coach's Corner, and thanks for listening in. Hopefully there's some of you out there listening. Week 6, hard to believe that the regular season is half over with practices, and hopefully we can extend that into the playoffs as we move on. Review of Anna's game last week. We won the game 40-7. Again, played really well with all three phases. Really happy with our special teams. Kickoff has been outstanding. Punt has been good. We haven't really had many chances with kickoff return. Punt return had one for a touchdown and another one down to the 1 yard line. So two outstanding punt returns. We did finally miss an extra point. Our short snapper, starter, Brandon Forstoffel, dislocated his finger. So our backup came in and just a little off rhythm there. So we're working on that. And hopefully Brandon will be back for that this week. Certainly the defense was outstanding again, really not giving up a touchdown. Anna intercepted a pass and ran it down to about the 3, and then their varsity was still in against our young guys. And so that's how they got their touchdown. So really pleased right now with the way we're playing, but there's always room. You're always going to meet somebody eventually that's going to match up better and stouter and quicker and faster and so on. So you got to try to keep getting better, keep working and doing some of those things, that little things that after you watch film you say, we can do this better. Individually, we talk to them a lot. What's something you can do better and get better at each week. Excuse me. Injury-wise, we did sustain one injury last week. PD Post had I think a mild concussion, and so he will not play this week, and hopefully he will be cleared for next week. So I guess we'll see. That's out of coach's hands. That's all in doctor's care and trainer's care. So hopefully he'll return next week. But he's definitely out for this week. So that's the one injury issue right now. I said Brandon Forstoffel dislocated a finger, but he's fine. We taped it up and he went back in the game and he's okay this week. So we go visit and head up north to Parkway. Parkway has not won a game yet, but they're playing hard. They're playing hard. We feel like we have some good matchups against them, and so they come in with a spread offense, really kind of similar to ours, with one back most of the time, and three receivers to one side and one to the other. Sometimes 2 by 2, a little bit of tight end, but not too much. Probably their best offensive player is their quarterback, big kid, 6'4", 215 pounds or so. So looks like a college quarterback, to be honest with you, and so he can run. Excuse me again. He can run a little bit and throw a little bit. So we'll try to get after him and put some pressure on him and make him uneasy back there. Defensively, they're in a 4-3 defense, a four down line group, and that's kind of the trend really recently against a lot of the teams we play is to go to a 3-man front. So we've seen a lot of 3-man D lines with 4 or 5 linebackers. This week we're going against a 4-man front with 3 linebackers. So I guess back to what we saw a few years ago. But so it's something you just have to work on and practice and get used to that 4-man front. So keys to the victory, I guess, really continue to play efficiently. We're not turning the ball over much. Our kicking game, like I said, has been outstanding. We kind of have a phrase. We always talk about playing fast, playing loose, and then but also focused. So that loose part, how loose is too loose? Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell when they're playing good. You want them to keep playing relaxed and fast, but also they got to be focused. So we're going to try to do that. Do your job. Whatever that job is, take care of it. Take on whatever your role is and make it important to you, and do that to the best you can. And if those things happen, we could come out with a victory. Should come out with a victory if we continue to play like we're playing now. Since this is Coach's Corner, something a little bit different here. Just want to mention our coaches. Some of you may be a little further away and maybe don't know who our staff is and all the guys involved. So hopefully I won't miss anybody, but. I guess I'll think about the positions that they coach. But Coach Wright has been with us for 30 years. Gosh, he's taught here ever since he got out of college. So Randy Wright coaches the offensive tackles and the defensive tackles. Jeff Kerr coaches the centers and guards, and then the defensive ends. So those two work together quite a bit, Jeff and Randy. Thad Forstoffel coaches the outside linebackers. We call him a B backer, and also the running backs. Myself and Keenan Leakty, who's new volunteer this year. We coach the inside linebackers, and Keenan kind of is a jack of all trades. He's had some good experiences, so he's been coaching several different spots. Corey Klinke coaches the quarterbacks and helps out with the defensive backs. Dan Kenny coaches the wide receivers and defensive backs, and those guys split up those defensive back duties. Mark Bruns is the defensive coordinator. He coaches the defensive backs and helps out with the receivers, but mainly is our main D guy, and spends most of his time with the defense. And Jason Hemmelgarn, who you know is our principal, he is also volunteering, and he's coached for a long time, and he just likes to keep in it and stay with it. And he's a really good help for us, and because he sees the big picture and sees a lot of things that maybe some of us don't see all the time, and so that's been a huge help. So counting me, that's 9 of us, and so we really can do a good job of helping our young guys. Whenever we go to a team group, 2 or 3 of us will go with the freshmen and sophomores and coach those guys up. So I really appreciate all they do for our guys. They enjoy football. They're all teachers. They enjoy the players. So that's really been a good, stable part of our program, as our coaches have been here for a long time, or most of us. And so hopefully that will continue, and we can keep helping these young guys mature and get better and be good kids off the field. So really proud of, and thank those assistant coaches. So looking forward to the game this week at Parkway. It's at Parkway at 7:30. Our games are always 7:30. Lots of the other leagues have moved to 7 o'clock, so I don't know if that'll happen for us in the future. But if you're watching, thanks. I appreciate it, and I'm sure the kids appreciate it, that people are following us from afar, I guess, so to speak. So thanks for watching.